I am Cinnamon.
I'm Allison.
And welcome to our morning meeting.
I want to hurry into the tea.
Has provided the tea.
If
I may say. Allison, I get to MC this one. Allison, MC the last one. We'll see if you can tell the difference. I don't know. Allison provided the tea this time. And Allison, why don't you tell us what this is? Because it looks like it's foamy.
Well, show your phone.
I know exactly what it is. It's going to be a chai latte because Allison knows I can't stand chai lattes.
That's not why. No, you don't even try chai latte. So this is the only way I can get you to try.
She's always trying to get me to try them, but you can smell how they taste.
No, taste it, Sin. I used 2 different chais in this one.
Can I just say 2 different chais? Yeah. Tell me about that.
I use the I forgot the name. It's something elephant where it's vanilla chai, which is a powder, which is delicious. You get that at World Market. That's not an ad.
That's not an
ad.
And
then another one is just, I think, the Twinings chai tea bag, but I combine both because I like the powder.
So you heat the water and you mix it with the powder
and then you add hot milk and foam.
And let me just say, Allison, for years, has been obsessed with chai teas. She always wants to order me one. When she's ordering one, I'm like, no, I don't want, I want.
It's not the best, this one. But try it anyway.
But it smells, it smells so strong. And I was like, it's like drinking a gingerbread cookie. And that in itself is why I don't, because the idea of drinking a gingerbread
cookie. Well, there's no ginger, but drink something because your throat is sounding very hoarse. All right, what do you think, Sid?
I haven't had it yet.
All right. Well, I know that, so.
That's an ice cream.
What do you think?
Let me see.
It's not a sweet. No, this one, I think you're supposed to see the Twinings tea bag. I think you add sugar to, but the powder you don't. So I didn't add sugar, but
it's better than I thought it was going to be, Allison, to be honest. I'm not going to make it my drink, though, because I cannot stand the idea of it being 2020. But it's better than I thought.
It's actually very delicious.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I just said it's edible.
It's not sweet, though.
No, it's good. So today we're going to begin.
We're not going to do a chat? See, I'm afraid because we just did our chat. We just filmed another episode.
We're not in that?
You're not. Yeah, we had to do a little chat. No? Or it's up to you.
I just feel like since we just did the last episode where you were in charge, that you've forgotten that you're not in charge. And that you're still trying to.
Point, Sin. I can only accept that with a smile, a nod, and a kick under the table. I try not to drink so much on camera, but this is actually delicious.
Well, you've changed your tune. You've changed your tune, my friend.
Sweet enough. But I mean, compared to the tea we just had 5 minutes ago, that was like herbal. That tasted
the one that
like
I made. I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
It's like,
do you see what I'm saying? In the last episode, you'll have to watch the last episode if you want to know what we're talking about. So, all right, one moment.
My desk is disorganized.
All right, so it is a Wednesday. Have we gone apple picking yet? When do you want to go apple picking this week?
I was like, is that a trick question? We haven't.
No, but by Wednesday, will we have?
We have a sister tradition with our other sister, Lily, that at the beginning of fall, we always meet at an apple orchard that's actually sort of mutually convenient.
Well, the beginning of September, because fall is not till September 21st, right? So
it might be closer to that date, judging by how this episode's going. We're going to be here for a week. I didn't mean that. I was just trying to think of a way to make the September 21st thing make sense. So no, we're all going to do it together. It'll be so. Let's talk to Lily before I commit to a date.
Well, I think you should tell me.
Camera.
Maybe you have a day this week, and then I can go to Lily and.
But why are we doing this? Oh, it's just
you don't get to ask why. Right, you just get to be part of the ride, my friend. You're not the driver. You're the passenger.
Next Thursday.
This coming Thursday?
Not next Thursday.
Next Thursday. So this coming Thursday, like what I call.
You're writing that down,
so I can tell Lily.
Well, I was just any day works for me. I thought just to move on. Whatever works for you.
Okay. This
But
Thursday.
not this Tuesday, not this Wednesday, and not this Thursday. Any day other than those 3 days, I'm free.
All right. So the next thing is, Allison, why don't you tell us about the weather on Wednesday?
I would love to. It's going to be chilly. Thank you. Hold for ID. All right, so the weather, days of the week.
Whether the weather be hot.
I know.
What's that from?
I know. What?
Whether the weather be hot, whether the weather be. What's that from?
I don't know.
I think that's a camp chant.
Until we know, let's not say it.
I think that was a summer camp chant. Whether the weather be. It's a rhyme.
Today, the high is 74 and the
Alice,
low.
you have to acknowledge what I'm saying. We're not using the take. We're not acknowledging what I'm saying.
I wonder where that could be from. Today, the high is, I wonder what I wonder. The high is a 74, and the low is a chilly 53. Autumn has arrived on the mountains.
It definitely is getting colder.
I do notice when during my sunrise hikes, there are more and more autumn leaves on the ground. By that I mean 2.
Well, and I also noticed that during the flip of this, when spring is coming and it's like 40 degrees, we start wearing t-shirts. We're like, it's here. Spring is finally here. And on the reverse, now it's just down to like 74 or 72. And we're like, so isn't that funny?
Well, the high during the summer is 80s, but it feels very hot because, again, we covered that it's like a glaring sun. I don't know why we always get stuck on the weather. I feel like you're not really supposed to talk about the weather. And when we get to weather, we have some
strong feelings.
Some deep discussions.
We have some strong feelings about the weather and some insights. But
I did talk to the mayor by telephone, and
he
he did say this is the most variable. Where we are is one of the most variable climates, temperatures. I guess that's a climate, right? In North America.
Is that true? I wonder.
Or California.
Can't always believe politicians, so don't take him at his word. I have to Google that.
I was talking to him. It's a small community we live in, but I called him because we were having issues with the snow and snow removal.
Well, you emailed him and he asked you to call him.
He did.
Which was really,
he did.
very
We also just saw his wife's production. She's the director
play.
of it. Yeah. By the way, did you know the woman, one of the actors, like I was looking at, one of them is the creative director of the project. One is the, like,
they all wear 2 hats.
Yes. Well, I don't know of all, but 2 of them at least.
The gentleman that does that's our pizza guy. Like, he owns the pizza restaurant that we go to.
Delicious
Take
pizza.
and Bake. He was the lead, and he was, wasn't he? He was the star. It was an ensemble cast. He wasn't the lead, but he was the star. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he was one of 2 stars because I also thought Kat was tremendous.
Kat was.
She was the comic relief. She was a showstopper.
You know, everyone did an amazing job, and everyone deserves.
We won't start.
But I just wanted to say it was shocking because we came and saw it for our friend Kat, and there's the guy that's our pizza guy. We had no idea he was an actor. And not our pizza guy like the guy that comes to the door, like he owns the pizza restaurant.
He makes the pizzas.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing performance.
His pizzas are great, but his acting is amazing. Does that work? No? There's a little pause. I'm sensing.
Yeah, that works. It just takes me a while to catch up to where you next. So since we are heading toward our first full week in September,
yes,
I thought it's that time of year again where I make my fall bucket list. So I asked Allison to come to this episode ready to share 5 things that she wants to put on her fall bucket list. I'm going to share 5 things I have on my fall bucket list. And
together we'll make 10.
No, I think probably we'll have 2 or 3 that we have aren't repeats. What are your 5? These are Allison's 5 items on her fall bucket list. And share what you have on your fall bucket list if we miss anything. I don't think it's going to be pretty comprehensive. I have a feeling. I just say that really quickly, not because it will be, but because I don't want you to think I'm asking you to put comments because I'm trying to get people to do comments.
No one's assigning homework here.
No, there's no homework assignment today, guys. No homework assignment.
Apple packing.
What?
Picking.
I have apple picking.
See the confusion.
I have apple picking and cider donuts. I put them both together on mine.
The thing is, I felt like last time we were so excited, and then we got down there, the line was so long. It was so long. Did we even get any?
No, we did. I feel like we OD'd. Is
that what we did? There was something. There's a negative connotation.
We were looking forward to cider donuts so much. And we got them there.
A negative association.
And then I think we took a bunch home, so they were cold
and
soggy. And then I think we bought Trader Joe's cider donut. I just feel like we overdid the
something happened with the cider donut. So it's not on my list, but I'm open to it.
I put it on my list because I'm hoping. I think I've gotten over that negative connection or
association,
and I'm ready to have a positive association.
Oh well, that's very optimistic.
I
have apple pie.
Making an apple pie.
That gives me motivation to buy apples at the apple picking.
Okay.
Not to be mistaken for an apple crumble, which
is
I
what
think
I
we
usually
did last.
make.
I want to try an apple pie. Mom has an excellent recipe.
Okay, I have apple butter on my list, and I didn't make it last year, but I made it the year before.
You're gonna make apple butter?
Yeah, I made apple butter
Finn
2
makes
years
an
ago.
excellent apple butter
In a crock pot, so easy and so delicious.
Yeah. Okay. I wrote leaf hike, referencing when you go for a hike and you just find the different leaves. You know.
The different colors.
I was trying to think.
Have we ever done that before?
Well, you said fall bucket list. I was.
You panicked. You panicked.
A little bit. Just gonna circle that one.
Isn't there like a fall craft or something? Like you actually finished your quilts. You'll have to do a show and share.
No, don't get ahead of me. You might be on number 5 on that one. Number 4.
Well, let me interject mine. Also pumpkin bread, which is almost a cheat because Allison actually made pumpkin bread
did already
2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it was August, but it was so delicious. I was like, we can.
it was,
keep
well,
going.
they
It was so good.
at the local grocers they had it on like display, and I was
Special.
like, all right.
Like they had it in a special display, and
Yeah.
and it was a box mix, but it was delicious, wasn't it?
Now you didn't have to mention it was a box mix. I was
Well,
trying
what else would be on display?
a pumpkin.
Cans of pumpkin, but it was delicious.
It was
wasn't
very tasty. Yes. Cartwheel pump. Carve a pumpkin.
Allison's handwriting is. Can I show this to the? It's a little hard.
No, because the spoiler for the last item.
Okay.
But
But it's
I'll
hard
show
to
you.
read.
I'll
It's-
show you.
it's hard to
Trust,
read.
Trust.
That was a very rough
Was
grab
it?
of my arm.
Well, there was a lot. I wasn't sure I was getting your arm because you're wearing a very bulky
Well,
sweatshirt.
I know. I got this last year, and I absolutely love for Halloween.
So please take another sip of your chai. I feel like you're not. No, that was not real.
I can't tell if you're just having to see if I can like bark, dog.
Jump on a bridge.
Jump
Jump on a bridge because I want. Don't you like it?
on.
Do you like it?
Less and less with every forced sip.
Oh.
My mother's daughter. My parents in their first date.
I used the last of my. I just didn't want to go to waste. That's
Oh,
fine.
it's very good, Allison. My mom on my mom and dad's first date. My dad loved that they were in some park or campus or something that said "keep off the grass," and mom was like, shrug and like, "That's what they say," and like walked all over the grass. And dad's
It's a new
like,
story
"I
for me.
love this." You don't remember this?
I don't.
Oh, dad's like, "I love this woman who like doesn't listen to rules," and then like fast forward through their marriage, that's their big stumbling block. And the mom always is very contrary in a cute way. It's their banter, but so that's why I say I take after my mom with the.
Oh, not wanting to take a sip. Knit a sweater.
We've done one. Is that just so you can bring it out and be like?
Yes. Because I wanted you to say knit a sweater. Didn't you do that?
And I
Yes.
did. I fell right into that trap, didn't I? I should have just smiled and nodded and been like.
But I am
"Okay."
trying to decide what I try to do a craft each year just for like a mountain craft. And last year it took me 2 years to do the quilt. So that was kind of like, what's happening here?
Teddy, you okay, pumpkin? That's Teddy
Speaking
Bear
of-
making his cameo.
Speaking of pumpkins,
Oh. Teddy Rumpus.
he looks like an ottoman, so Cinnamon calls him pumpkin.
I call lots of things, but
I noticed that, but I was trying to make it
pumpkin
work.
is not because he's short and round. It's because pumpkin was a term of endearment used for me when I was little. So I
Well,
used
you
it
were
for him.
short and round. You look like a pumpkin.
Teddy, what's wrong?
You're okay.
You're okay.
Okay, so
You just said one.
knit
so,
sweater.
No, you just said
I know.
didn't you? Oh, knit the sweater.
Yeah.
I said quilt. Finish my quilt. I have to say, Allison's very good about finishing your fall craft.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So this year I'm trying to decide knit another sweater because the sweater that I knit weighs 40 pounds. No joke.
so heavy.
It is. I used the wrong yarn and it is very heavy.
the wrong yarn. Well, the wrong size needle. So it's all very compact.
Probably both. You're supposed to do, I think, a cotton. No, you're supposed to do wool or acrylic maybe, and I used 100% cotton because I was like, no, I will only have organic natural fabrics. And when you do it with a tiny, I used about,
very thick.
I would say 50 skeins of this. And it's like when you put it literally, you can weigh it on a scale by itself, and it's like it's very heavy.
It's very heavy. You're just picking it up. It's heavy.
Very heavy, so I can't really wear it. It's very heavy. So I was thinking, should I knit another one and maybe use whatever the actual pattern says, acrylic or wool or whatever,
Oh.
or
But acrylic pills.
I don't like acrylic, but that's what the pattern suggests. So, but maybe like a wool.
Do they have an acrylic that doesn't?
I was
pill?
thinking like a cashmere or mohair, but I'm afraid because cotton sounded light and look how heavy it was. So how do you?
I think you just have to use a bigger hook or bigger needles. So it's
needles. Wait, what just happened with my words? What are we saying? Needles. Is that a word? Doesn't that sound like it's not a word? Needles?
It sounds like a word to me, but what's in this chai, Allison?
Maybe you're not supposed to combine.
I want to share some good news again from the Good News Network. I could not find a byline to get the name of who wrote this, but this was a story I actually had heard about before it happened, and then I picked up the ending on the Good News Network. I knew there was this couple where the wife was pregnant, and the couple, they share the same birthday. And it was like just a couple days away from their birthday, and they were hoping that she would have the baby or babies on their birthday. So they would
Oh.
all share their birthday.
that's
And
funny.
the Good News Network says, turns out she and her partner and her twins, their twins, all share the same birthday because
Oh.
they were going to have a C-section, and they asked if they could have it on the birthday on their birthday, so that they would all share the same birthday. So
They don't realize the fun it is
No,
to
they do
celebrate
not.
birthdays, or
Lots of-
you'd want to do it more than one day.
you'd want to have 4 of those a year because that's cake. Cake is such a big incentive.
Well, the twins would always celebrate together, but they could have,
Some twins do like the 6-month birthday, and there's 2 birthdays, don't they? If you're
it's
a twin,
hard sharing a birthday.
comment below. Just kidding. Just teasing. That was a connection to the first thing. But you said it's hard being a twin?
No, I said it's hard sharing a birthday.
Oh.
Like even with one person, because you're like, oh, as a kid especially, I want to have this kind of party. I want to have that kind of party. I'm trying to picture what do you do when it's like your parents and your twin. Sorry?
Ladies, time to wrap it up.
Well, how is that possible?
It's not. We're gonna
Alexa,
pad
you
this.
lie.
We're gonna pad this. There's no way that was 30 minutes. Time check. Oh, yeah, 26. So time to wrap it up. But what I do want to say is, for the sibling of twins, shout out to Lily. It must be fun because Lily had her own birthday, but then because 2/3 of the sisters had the same birthday, she always got to celebrate as well our birthday with us and get presents and cake and everything so that she wouldn't be left out. So she got 2 birthdays a year, and we got each half. If you look at it that way, I'm not bitter.
I was holding my tongue, so I was like,
For a year ago, or a year, how do we say it?
I don't know.
This day in history.
Oh, this day in history.
This day in history. All right, so your journal entry.
Yes. This is from when we were, to me, it sounds like we're about 13. That's what it sounds like. So let's guesstimate 13 or 14. That'll make sense when you hear this, because we're babysitting, and I'm trying to think what age were we when we were the most active as babysitters. A perfect day to start a diary. Yesterday, Sid and I
Oh, you started your diary in September.
but I didn't keep up with it, apparently. That's the only entry. But it is September 3rd. Yesterday, Sid and I babysat for I won't say the name.
Oh, the family.
Never again, ! Blank, I won't say his name, age 4. Was playing fireman peacefully until he got the notion to spray Sid and I.
In the
It's
house.
Sid and me.
In the house. He brought the garden hose into the house to spray us. P.S.
Absolutely drenched Sid. Then he ran around hitting us, threw his clothes on the floor, 2 drawers full, drew on their white shelves, and made several attempts to kill his younger brother, too.
Honest mistake.
I have a little drama here. It says, I want our childhood friend. Oh, we'll call her our childhood friend.
Our childhood friend.
Has been put in charge of a bumblebee. And then I put an arrow and said, that's her own class title at church. She'll get to be in charge of the toddlers. Sid and I are older. We worked at the nursery before her. And the babies favor us.
Younger than us. She was a year
I'm
younger.
furious. Why should she get her own class? Got to go do my darn summer homework. Au revoir. It's distracting, eh? Is that what you're thinking? Teddy is chewing his paws. He has an allergy.
He does.
All right, what's next on the agenda?
And I used to give him allergy pills, and then I read about the pills that they are an immunoblocker. Like they stop the immune system from working, and if your dog is prone to disease or cancer, it stops the body from fighting it. So I was like, I would rather he gnaw on his little paws than end up with cancer.
And
so
is he ever? Is he ever gnawing?
He is just going to town. Speaking of going to town, we're going to go out to lunch after this. Where were you thinking?
Well, I have 2 ideas in mind. Do you have 2 ideas in mind?
Let me come up with 2 ideas, and then we can share them, because we're excited to go out to eat, because we haven't had lunch together in a long time, but we still haven't eaten out in a long time.
No, we haven't. We were going to do it
like last Tuesday.
We were going to do it right before the Labor Day weekend, and then we were like, oh, we're going to be doing so much eating out. Let's just not even do that. And then I ate out a lot less during Labor Day than I thought. I had popcorn at a movie theater. That was my big out. Right, so one is a diner.
Okay.
And it has the photographs of like the
mountains.
Oh,
the diner. Yeah, the diner we go to. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I was thinking if it's super cold outside, and when it's super cold, I was like, I might have like a grilled cheese, and they have delicious potato salad.
And their fries, a coleslaw.
Potato salad, but yeah, coleslaw as well.
Oh, you had the potato salad?
I haven't, but it's on the menu. It looks delicious. I had been thinking they're on the Big Brother live feeds, which I do peek at every once in a while. There's like this whole trend on the Big Brother live feeds. I don't know if people actually do this, where they take potato chips and dip it into potato salad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I try
you guys
not.
do
You
that?
know, I try not to mix my potatoes.
But they were doing. They were saying how it was amazing. They were all like
really?
flipping out.
I
over
try
it.
not to mix my potatoes because
They're actually looking for a third version. They're like, should we make the tater tots? They're like, what third
to
potato?
dip in?
Yes.
See,
They thought it was a funny thing to have that potato and that potato and do another potato. But they were like, they were loving it.
See, I don't mix my potatoes. I went to Wendy's this weekend.
Yeah.
And I got their baked potato, and I love French fries. I'm a French fry freak. I love French fries. And I had to make that decision not to get the French
The
fries.
French fries were delicious. I had the French fries.
Because you can't get French fries and a baked potato. It's 2 potatoes. I just can't do that.
I made a horrible mistake when we went to Wendy's, and I asked for the Caesar salad because I was thinking, perfect, like something light. I love Parmesan.
I also
and I'm
love
pretty sure
Caesar salad.
an anchovy has never seen the light of day at a Wendy's. So I was like, I can, because I'm vegetarian. Speaking of which, they handed me a salad covered in chicken. And I didn't want to say, because I didn't want to like make a big deal.
Allison
Like,
hadn't even opened it yet. I was like, Allison, just tell them that you're vegetarian.
I just carefully picked up all of the chicken that was embedded into the Parmesan, that was embedded into the first layer of, you know, the lettuce until it was just like a bowl of lettuce and dressing. Anyway, neither here nor there. The other place that was one idea I had. The other place is, you know, I always love that Italian restaurant that does the amazing bruschetta with the burrata.
Oh yes, the
I love
fancy
that.
one. There's a couple of Italian restaurants in town.
I like the fancy
One's the fancy one.
It's new. That's why we call it the fancy one. It's actually, they try to be very fancy. Actually,
They're actually quite fancy.
Yeah.
And so I guess I would say my 2 options would be, I just changed one because
Did you really?
2 of my options were very similar, and so I've changed.
Well, tell
one.
me, because were you gonna say the one that has our grandmother's name in it?
No, the Mexican restaurant that we love,
Oh, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be.
Or-
yeah.
which I love because I love their chips and I love their salsa.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can think of an entree that, you know,
Well, we could share the veggie burrito and ask them to add cheese, because I know they don't.
I'd have to think about that.
Okay.
Or the place we all ate at for Lily's last night on the mountain.
Oh, yeah, we
Because
haven't
they
done
have
that.
a lot of options.
That's
as
kind of
well.
interesting.
So
That's
those
the
are
only
my
time we
2.
ever ate there, and we said we should go back
Yeah,
one
we
day.
said it
It's
was
very cozy.
Yeah, well,
I feel like we
cozy.
need to go to a cozy place today because it's freezing on the
It's
mountain. It is
freezing.
so cold.
It is
like
68 degrees.
no, it's not. It's
It is.
66.
Alexa, what is the temperature?
Right now, it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit.
61. We were both wrong.
61.
It is cold.
It is cold.
It is.
It
So,
is
Alexa,
so
no
cold.
more.
You don't
please.
need to give us
Stop
zip
that,
codes.
please. We did the
Zip codes
weather.
and pin numbers.
We did the weather. All
The current weather is 61
No.
degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun.
don't.
Screen hog right
Yeah,
here. She's
don't.
just like, you're taking your 5 minutes and making it into 20.
She's auditioning for the role of doing the weather.
She's like-
Actually, we should have her do the
We
weather
should have
today.
her sit here. But,
You know, this is the
Oh,
episode where we decide to have
Yes.
Alexa do the weather in the future. Now you'll know when that happened. When did they start having Alexa do the weather?
I think we should. I had said.
Cool.
I had said when we were workshopping this idea. I said we should ask Alexa a question each time just to have her a little.
Well, we'll say, Alexa, you can do the weather today, and she'll do the weather. Perfect. Done. Lovey, thinking of you.
Oh wait, I know you love to decide when we end this thing, but I'm in charge of this
So
episode.
as soon as we're going on for 4 hours.
let me give me a minute to say.
I said it with a gentle way. You said it very cruelly. Try it one more time without the evil. I'm just trying to save your reputation. You don't want to be like, 1 second, sucker. You want to be like,
Allison, do you want to sit a little taller? Why? You're only on 1 pillow, not 2.
Is that what happened? I feel very
Al,
uncomfortable.
you're so much shorter than me.
I can't see.
I'm 5'8". Allison always says
Then you
in all
always
auditions.
mock me when I do that.
Allison's
Hurts my feelings.
auditions. She's
It
always.
genuinely hurts my
Does it
feelings.
really?
Yes, it really does.
I'm gonna get the measuring tape.
I am. My doctor said I was
We are
5'8".
5'9".
We're not gonna. Okay, we're gonna take this all out.
Al,
Please start
try it
here.
again
Yeah.
without trying to stab me in the eye. How you try- Did you do that to yourself? What just happened?
I don't want to talk anymore. Let's just thinking of you. Love.
What just happened?
Do you want to tell them?
I think you're gonna have like blood spurting out here. You know, like pulsing. All right. Lovey, thinking about you. Remember, do unto others
As you would have them do unto you.
All right.
Let's go to lunch. Just kidding.